all of this leads to a strength for living successfully, always striving forward confidently and competently, and overcoming any kind of adversity, including and especially toxic stress. In this episode, we're going to talk about how to build resilience. As I said in the last episode, resilience is two sides of the same coin, or success in life and overcoming toxic stress. We need resilience for both. And they are built, or resilience is built, both of them, on three core elements, or confidence, competence, and compassion. Let's start with compassion. As I talked about in the last episode, that is experienced through caring relationships. We feel the compassion of others. We are compassionate to others. We live in a caring and compassionate way with others. And I always talk about mutually caring relationships, or we care about each other, we believe in each other, and we support each other. And those kinds of caring relationships we need in families, in relationships, romantic relationships and friendships, in schools, and in the workplace. But just a little more detail on caring relationships. So we care about each other. There's a genuine affection. There's a genuine affection between us, or in terms of our children at home or at school, towards them. They feel it. We have to feel a genuine affection. Believing in each other is, I believe in you. We believe in each other. You can do it. I believe you can do it. I'm right there for you. I'm right there with you, knowing you can do it. And I don't judge you. You are awesome. Even if you do stuff that's not so awesome, you are awesome. The non-judgmental acceptance of each other is believing in each other as well. And finally, supporting each other is just being there for each other when we need each other, or being there for our kids when they need us. Something happens, we're right there with them. The person we love, the person we're with, our children, they need to talk about stuff, we listen. And I'm going to talk in the next episode of a specific way to support each other. So mutually caring relationships is that. Caring about each other, believe in each other, and supporting each other. Next, we're going to talk about competencies. Like I said, the three core elements are compassion, I just talked about, confidence in the end, and right now, competence. In order to have resilience and be resilient in life, we need to feel that we're capable, that we can do life. We have the skills and the abilities to do life and to do it well and to succeed. That's a key part of resilience. Now, in some circles, especially working with children, they talk about the 7 C's. So I just want to mention them briefly. So 3 of them are the ones I've already mentioned, which is confidence, competence, and compassion, or what they call connection. But the other 4 are the following. They are character, or a sense of self and commitment to integrity. Another one is contribution, or contributing to the well-being of others. Next is coping, or having a number of healthy coping strategies. And the last is control, or learning to make wise choices and feeling in control of yourself. This comes from the website of Dr. Ken Ginsburg. I think he developed these 7 C's, and others utilize them too, and I think they're great. I'd like to add a few more to these. One is the growth mindset. A growth mindset means life is going to be challenging, there are going to be challenges, and I'm going to learn from them. I'm just not going to deal with them. I'm going to address them and be strong and face them with success, but also growth mindset means I'm going to learn from them. I plan to learn from the things that happen in my life that are really difficult. The next one, or just 2 more, the next one in terms of building resilience with competencies is mindfulness. And so mindfulness, I can't explain this much right here, but it's basically being mindful to your moment and to yourself and to your emotions, non-judgmentally aware. You can learn mindfulness and mindfulness-based stress reduction of these techniques. But mindfulness is being shown by people's experiences and studies, science, that it works. In fact, one part of mindfulness is breathing. And did you know that when we do deep breathing, it's not the deep breath in that calms biologically ourselves and our bodies. It's the long exhale. So those are things to learn to help you build resilience. And the last thing I'm going to say to build resilience is that failure is a good option. And I say because oftentimes people say failure is not an option, which I understand completely. But what I'm saying is we're going to fail. And we need to learn that when we fail, we can pick ourselves up and go do it again or something a bit different and succeed. And we need to really help our kids do that. Too many times I see parents like wanting to make sure their kids never fail. And that is not the right way to go. We need to learn that we fail and we get up and we succeed. That's what we all have to have as a skill, a competency, and it is absolutely vital to building resilience. Next, I want to talk about building resilience through social and emotional learning. So the social part of that learning is the mutually caring relationships and learning to be great at relationships. That's vital for resilience. The emotional learning, and I'm going to address this more in a future episode, is understanding our emotions well as they happen, not judging them, and using them as information as to what's going on and what needs to remain. I want to keep that, or change. I want to change that. Knowing emotions, what they mean to us, and utilizing them is a part of resilience. Finally, the role of purpose and meaning in resilience. So in my practice for years and years and years, I've talked about purpose and connection being how we achieve and maintain great mental health. So the connection, mutually caring relationships, I talk about it all the time. The purpose is doing things you love doing, feeling meaning and purpose to your day. This bracelet right here says purpose and connection. I've worn this for years and years and years, just to remind me, because it really matters that we feel purpose and connection. And again, purpose is doing things you love doing. So like, I'm a psychotherapist, I love doing it. I'm a teacher at the University of Maine, I love doing it. I'm on the school board here in my district, I love doing that. But other things I love doing are like spending time with my friends and family, and some sports that I can still do. I mean, just things like that. You have all these things you love doing, whether it's professionally and occupationally or just personally, but to have meaning and purpose every day is not only great for your mental health, it helps to build and maintain resilience. To conclude, all of this leads to a strength for living successfully, always striving forward confidently and competently, and overcoming any kind of adversity, including and especially toxic stress. All of that combined, that's how we build and maintain resiliency in ourselves, in our children, in the people we love, all together. That's how we build and maintain resilience. So, I hope this has been helpful, because you deserve it and you are awesome.